Good morning, and one more good morning. Today is September 14th, 2023. I'm your host and owner of the channel, Keith. This is Mental Health Mindscape. So let's jump right on into it. Today's episode, matter of fact, let me go ahead and take this phone off the hook for a hot second since we're not open. I don't want to hear any ringing in the background and stuff, so, hey. It's about the information though, right? We're going to go ahead and do our good morning endorphins dance. Anywho, all right, let's get on into it. Today's topic on Mental Health Mindscape is building resilience and how to bounce back from mental health challenges. Life is filled with ups and downs, and mental health challenges are a natural part of the human experience. However, the ability to bounce back from adversity, also known as resilience, is a valuable skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. And strengthened means that you go through things and you actually persevere through those things. Of course, over time, that's self-explanatory as time goes on. Moving right along. Building resilience is essential for maintaining good mental health and coping effectively with life difficulties. Because if you build resilience to something, that's like when they say children are very resilient individual little people, because they are stronger than sometimes adults give them credit for. They're actually stronger than they actually realize. So, but here are some ways of how to bounce back and building resilience. Cultivate self-awareness. Self-awareness. Begin by understanding your emotional responses and triggers. So basically, know thyself. Know you so that you know what you can and cannot handle, deal with, put up with. Self-awareness is the foundation of resilience. Pay attention to your thoughts and feelings and identify patterns that contribute to mental health challenges. Everything that we tend to do we do it in quote unquote pattern. Have you ever been with someone, whether you man or female, and they say you switched up, your pattern is different because you have a certain way of doing things, even though you might not realize it. You have a certain way of doing things. All right? Develop a support system. That goes back to any and everything you do in this world. Have a support system around you. Some people, a system that's going to encompass you, engulf you, put you under the wing, if you will, and actually be there to help you whenever you happen to fall. There's nothing wrong with falling, which is the same thing as failing. The problem is when people stay down, they don't get back up. That's where the resilience part come in. I'm on some things this morning, people. All right. Connect with friends, family, or support groups. Sharing your struggles and seeking emotional support can be immensely helpful during tough times. A strong support network can provide comfort and perspective. I speak on that all the time. In my opinion, life is about your perception. So, and your perspective on what you think is going on. You could take a bad situation and find some type of good in it so that your mindset will be different, will be altered. But if you have a situation and all you do is look at the gloom, guess where your mind is going to be? It's going to be under a dark cloud, which means that you're not getting any type of sunshine, which is that vitamin D. And hence you are now walking around like the earth is ending and things of that nature, instead of saying, okay, this is something bad happening. Let me find something. Remember, we get small victories. I don't care if it's like this. A victory is a victory in my book. V. All right. Practice healthy coping mechanisms. Instead of turning to unhealthy habits to cope with stress or emotional pain, i.e. drugs, which is the same thing as self-medicating, whatever is negative, instead of turning to that, find and adopt healthier alternatives. Go to a movie, talk to a friend, read a book, play a sport, do some exercise, which remember releases endorphins, the mood lifter. All right. Exercise, meditation, also deep breathing. No, I'm just playing. That's deep breathing. And creative activities like art. That's one of the one things that I can't do in this world that I wish I could do is draw, paint, same thing as and or music. I wish I could sing. Doobie doobie doo. Anyway, but these can be constructive ways to manage emotions. You ever hear a song that comes on and it just immediately takes you back to a certain time in your life? That's connect. Now, mind you, some songs you're looking at like, oh man, that B or that messed up dude, and then some songs you be like, oh man, I remember. Oh, that was a good time. So it goes both ways, as they call it, a double-edged sword. Set realistic goals. That is so important, my people. Be realistic. I don't care how you feel. Be realistic, because if you're putting real case in point, all this dating stuff on the internet and things of that nature, you have people who what they call, they say rate from 1 to 10. You have a potential 3 that wants a 10. That's not realistic. Not saying it won't happen, but that's not realistic. Make sense? Comment in the section down low and let me know exactly, if you agree with that about realistic goals, or do you believe that anybody can get anybody, which they can in theory, but what's the probability of that? All right. Establish clear and achievable goals for yourself. That's what I do in my job for my clients. When I do what they call a person-centered plan, I actually develop goals along with the consumer and or the guardian or the provider or whomever, and we come up with realistic goals that are obtainable. Because what's the use in trying to put forth to try to create goals for yourself if they're not realistic? That's going to even bring you even further down, because as soon as you start doing it, you realize, man, I can't do this. Then now you're like, oh man, woe is me. Let me bring up my violin. All right. So establish clear and achievable goals for yourself. These goals can give you a sense of purpose and direction, helping you stay focused even in challenging times. Celebrate your accomplishments along the way. Small victories, people. And you'd be surprised at how much a small victory will just lift you. It will just lift you. I mean, you're not going to be, but you be like, okay, that's all right. And that small victory will lead you to continue pushing forward, which leads to more and more victories, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. Maintain a positive outlook. Perspective. It's all on how you decide to look at things. You can look at it negatively all the time, or you can say, let me try this positive route and see exactly how that works for me. Makes sense to me. While it's natural to experience negative emotions during tough times, try to maintain a hopeful perspective. Hopeful, same thing as cheerful, good perspective. Focus on your strengths and past successes and remind yourself that challenges are opportunities for growth. The last time I checked, which I didn't agree with at first, but now as an adult, I agree with it, is that the best experience or the best learning tool is to fail. Because if you're taking stock of what's going on, you will realize where you went left at. So then you can go back to that spot where you went left and then go right, and now you're straight. That was a lot of left, right, and straight, huh? But anyway, that's how you correct yourself. That's how you grow, because you should never commit the same mistake. Oh, that'd be 4 times. Twice. All right? Adaptability and flexibility. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to adapt to change is a key aspect of resilience. Embrace change as a chance for new experiences and learning. Be open to adjusting your plans when necessary. That means you have to adapt and overcome. That's one thing they taught us in the military is adapt and overcome. That's what you have to do in life, because life is never just a straight line. It's here. You have to navigate through it. So always be willing to adapt, and sometimes you got to roll with the punches. Roll. All right? Seek professional help. It does not make you weak. The strongest thing anybody can do is ask for help. If you're facing significant mental health challenges, don't hesitate to seek support from a mental health professional. Not Sally, not Sue, not James, not Jimmy, but and now, mind you, if they are a mental health professional, then yes. But if not, no. Go see somebody who knows what they're talking about, please. Therapy and counseling can provide you with tools and strategies to build resilience. Practice self-care. Prioritize self-care in a daily routine. Got to get a daily routine. My baby, she has a routine. I call it the regimen. Moisturization. I said moisturization. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Reflect on past difficulties and consider what you've learned from them. This perspective can help you face future challenges with more resilience. Maintain a long-term perspective. Remember that resilience is a lifelong journey. So in other words, it's not a sprint, people. It's not a sprint. And it's not always how you start, it's how you finish. It's about building the mental and emotional strength to face not only today's challenges, but those that lie ahead. Stay committed to your well-being over the long term. So building resilience is an ongoing process that requires effort, and self-compassion. Stop being so hard on yourself. Give yourself a break. By practicing these strategies and actively working on your mental and emotional well-being, you can develop the ability to bounce back from mental health challenges and emerge from adversity even stronger. Resilience is not about avoiding difficult times, but about facing them with courage and the belief that you can overcome them. Self-explanatory. So, if you could do me a favor, please like, subscribe, turn on all notifications so that whenever I drop a video, you can go ahead and check it out. So leave some comments down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you like to hear. And I greatly appreciate you indulging a brother this morning. You know what I'm saying? Once again, it's September 14th, 2023. This is Mental Health Mindscape. I'm your man, Keith. Y'all have a blessed day.